Okay, we're here on the first break of the $1,000 mini main event. We have built our stack up to 82,400 from the 60,000 starting stack.
Hey, you guys have all the folks.
Good morning and welcome to the vlog. Today we cannot play the Gladiators of Poker again. All the day one flights are over, and what we're going to do is enter day 1A of the mini main event. It's a $1,000 buy-in, and the structure is the same as the $10,000 main event, except the levels are only 30 minutes long instead of 120 minutes long. So it should be, I guess, 4 times faster, 4 times more turbo than the main event. It'll be somewhat of a close approximation to practicing what's going to happen in the main event when we enter that. We have a 60,000 chip starting stack and 30-minute levels, and it is a 2-flight freeze out, if you will. If you get out of the first flight, you can enter the second flight. If you bag, then you're through to day 2. So that's what we're going to do today. If you're just discovering my channel, welcome. My name's Dane. I'm a software developer from Australia and an enthusiast poker player. I'm here in Las Vegas to compete in the World Series of Poker. We're approximately halfway through the trip right now. We've had one great deep run in the $1,500 Millionaire Maker, where I got 24th for a $61,000 US cash out. However, everything else has not gone ideally, and that's just the way tournament poker works, really. Have been playing well, I believe. The $300 Gladiators of Poker is a different beast compared to the tournaments that I was playing beforehand, the $1,500 Monster Stack and the $1,500 Millionaire Maker. So maybe the $1,000 mini main event that we're entering today is going to be a little different to that again. That being said, I still have plenty of items on my list to review and practice when I get back home to prepare myself for the poker year ahead. My aim right now is to try to put out videos after the WSOP, maybe once per week, with hopefully playing lots of poker and doing lots of poker study and anything else that I get up to, such as travels around Australia. One question that came up in one of the previous videos was how do you see all of the tournaments that are on in Las Vegas during the WSOP? So obviously you can go to the WSOP site and the WSOP Plus app to see the tournaments that are on scheduled by the WSOP. But if you want to see tournaments that are on at other properties such as the Wynn, Aria, Venetian, MGM Grand, Golden Nugget, you have to look in other places. So I'll throw a couple of screenshots in here. There's 2 main tools that I use. One is a spreadsheet that's put together by Kenny Hollart, Spacey FCB is his handle online. And this includes a sheet that has a list of the dates and then the tournaments for all of the different properties. This gets created usually once the WSOP schedule comes out, sometime around February. And then as the other properties put out their schedules, then they get added in there. The other tool, which also is very similar, but it has a lot of great filtering capabilities, is a visualization that I'll show another screenshot of here. This is great because you can filter it down by game type, you can filter it down by buy-in, by different properties. It includes satellites and other special events, side events, etc. It includes the rake that is for each of the tournaments and all those details. So if you want to see those, go down to the description. I'll put a link down there and you can see and check them out for the 2025 year. Hopefully that helps all of you. Those links are usually sent out on Twitter when they're created each year. Anyway, if I remember next year, I'll try share those early on before I head over to Vegas. Okay, well, my Uber should be here any moment now, and then I'll head over to the Horseshoe and get registered for this mini main event. I'll catch you over there. Okay, arrived at Horseshoe, walked over to Paris because I got my seat assignment. It was in the yellow section, table 270, and my hot tip for anyone in that section is to bring your hoodie and pack warm clothes, because in that yellow section the air conditioning is turned up super high and it gets quite breezy in there. The other thing I wanted to do is shout out to, unfortunately I didn't get the guy's name. I was walking through Paris and he wished me congratulations for the deep run in the Millionaire Maker, and mentioned how I've been putting in the work, all that hard work before the series. So thanks for those well wishes, and yeah, recognizing that hard work does pay off if you put in the hard work. Okay, we're here on the first break of the $1,000 mini main event. We have built our stack up to 82,400 from the 60,000 starting stack, and the one main hand of interest was I raised in late position with pocket threes, small blind 3 bets. The blinds are 100, 200, 200. I raised to 600. Small blind re-raises to 1,700. I've got pocket threes, I call, flop comes queen, queen, 3, so we flop the full house. That's great. Small blind just checks, and this is a flop that I would expect the pre-flop raiser to continuation bet, which kind of makes me worry a little bit. Either he's, it's kind of a given, either he's slow playing a monster or he's just giving up, but he checks. I decide to check back. Turn comes a jack. He bets 2,500. I decide to just call. River comes a 10. So we've got queen, queen, 3, jack, 10. He bets out 5,000. And now is when I decide to get some value from my full house. I raise to 15,000, which could be a bit dicey. He could have pocket queens, he could have pocket 10s, he could have pocket jacks. He could also have kings or aces. And maybe he got a bit scared when 2 queens came on the flop. He could have ace king and have river to straight now. But yeah, I decided to raise the river to 15,000, and he doesn't take that long. He calls, shows ace king, and we win a nice big pot there. Otherwise, we've been just playing some small pots, winning some, losing some, and yeah, finishing on 82,000 in the first 4 levels and heading back in for the next 4. Hopefully we build it up another 20 to 40,000 in these 4 levels. All right, we're on the second break of the $1,000 mini main event. Stack is at 90K. Nothing really to report from that level. We went down a little bit, then I raised over a raise and a call with ace king, and they both folded. I isolated with pocket jacks, got called, continuation bet the flop, and they folded, and that set us here at 90K. So let's go back, keep trying to build, and go from there.
Hey, you guys have all the cards.
Okay, we're on the third break of the $1,000 mini main tournament, and I have 62,000. Unfortunately, we had a dip from the previous break. Played a hand where I had ace-5 suited of clubs. I raised from early position, small blind calls and big blind calls. Flop comes ace-9-8 with 1 club. I have the clubs. They both check. I decide to check back my top pair with no kicker. turn comes the 3 of clubs. So now we've got the flush draw and the top pair. Small blind leads out for 10,000 and he has 36 total. I go all in. Big blind folds. I go all in. He calls. He has ace jack, and we do not hit a 5 or a club. So that takes away about half of our stack. Later on, as you would have seen, early position player raises. It's been pretty active. I go all in with king jack. He takes a little while and eventually calls with ace queen, and we managed to hit a king and hold. So we go back up to about 69,000, and then we pay the blinds, and we're at where we are now, 62. Blinds will be 2, 4, 4. So 15 blinds need to start to spin it up now. And they managed to get us in the $1,000 mini main event. Folded to me in late position. I have 52k, the blinds are 2k, 4k, 4k. I go all in with my ace king. Big blind calls with his ace queen. He has me covered. Flop is queen jack blank, so we have a king or a 10 to take the lead, but unfortunately that does not happen, and so we are out. And today's tournament, there was nothing I would do different at all out of any of the hands that I played, so I think we just chalked that one down to variance and sign up again tomorrow. So thanks everyone for watching. If you liked the video, click the like button, subscribe if you haven't already, drop a comment down below if you've got any questions, and I will catch you tomorrow for the mini main event, day 1B. Catch you later.